So let's see what our surprise is in the backpack. You ready? He's ready to meet you. This is Mr. Wiggle the bookworm. Say hi, Mr. Wiggle.
Hi, Mr. Wiggle.
He's missing something. You've seen Mr. Wiggle on our seesaw lessons. What's he missing?
A book.
He's missing his book.
His glasses.
His glasses. Let's put his glasses on him.
His big glasses.
Yeah, Mr. Wiggle. Now he looks great, doesn't he? Let me show you his book. Does he look like he does on his book?
No.
He looks great, doesn't he? He looks just like his book with his great big glasses. Well, Mr. Wiggle knows a lot about taking care of books. Did you see all the books we have in our library? Well, hopefully soon we're going to get to start checking out books. When we start checking out books, that means you're going to get to take it home with you to read with your family.
Oh.
And you get to keep it for a whole week. Yeah. Now, the way libraries work is on Friday. That's your library day. So all the way to the next Friday, you keep your book. You bring it back to the library, and guess what we do?
Another book.
We let you get another one. Isn't that going to be great? But when you do,
Back tomorrow.
well, not tomorrow, but a whole week. Okay?
Mr. Wiggle.
Next Friday.
Are you going to check inside them?
Well, here's the thing. We can't check out until we get our bins that we ordered to put our books that are quarantined. That means after you take them home, I have to put them in a box, and they have to sit there for 3 days to make sure there's no COVID on them. So I have to wait before we check out till those bins come in. They're on back order. So we might not get to check out next week, but we're going to go ahead and start learning about how to take care of that book when you take it home, okay? Because a lot of things can happen to that book at your home. So the very most important thing is you need to talk with your family about finding a safe place for your library book at home, okay? All right, I'm going to take this mask off and put on my shield.
Yay, the bookie!
And we're going to read the story now. Can you hear me better?
Yes.
All right, here's Mr. Wiggle's book. But you guys, Mr. Wiggle's sad. Let me show you.
Oh, I miss you.
You see that he's crying?
Why is
I don't
that?
know. Let's find out. I am Mr. Wiggle. This book has made me cry. If you turn the page for me, I will show you why. You want to find out why he's so sad?
Yeah.
Someone came to read my book. Someone was not kind. Someone read with dirty hands and left these marks behind. Look at that. Somebody did have dirty hands when they read their library book. Today, Mr. Wiggle's going to teach us, yes, yes, always, things you do with your library book, okay? So everybody say, yes, yes, always.
Yes.
But he's also going to teach us, no, no, never things to do with your library book. So say that with me. No, no, never. What do you think about dirty hands?
Never.
Let's do that. No, no, never. How could you fix that?
Clean it.
Wash your hands. Washing your hands before you read your library book is a yes, yes, always. You guys are going to be really good book friends. I can tell. Someone stood up on my book to reach a high up shelf. And now the book's a dirty mess, and I'm beside myself. Do you think the floor is a safe place for your library book? Now, remember when I told you that you've got to find a safe place in your home for your book? That safe place might be your backpack. Or your mom and dad or whoever takes care of you might want to have a shelf somewhere in your home.
I have a shelf.
But let me show you something. Okay, remember, this is a listening and a thinking time. Raylance, put your mask on, sweetheart. Look at what happened when somebody left this book on the floor. Isn't that so sad? It's got chew marks right here, so I think it might have been a pet, probably a dog.
Yeah.
Do dogs know how to read? No. They see a book on the floor and they think, oh, chew toy or snack. They chew them up. So the friend that checked this book out didn't put it in a safe place, did they? Do you ever want to check out a book that looks like that? No, nobody wants to check a book out like that. So this is how a library works. Are you ready?
Gonna read it?
Do we have any babies in here?
No.
No, you're all big kids, right? Then if you are big kids, you're telling me you're big enough to take responsibility for your library book when you take it home. That means you're going to keep it safe and do yes, yes, always. And keep them safe from the no, no, nevers. So if you bring a book back like this, the responsible thing to do is to pay for it. Right? Because if you got the book damaged because you didn't put it in a safe place, you've got to pay for it. So I can let you get another library book, okay?
What will we pay if we don't have any money?
Well, I don't have any money to replace all the books that get damaged, right? So who's the one that's going to be responsible for that library book?
I have a lot of money.
You are. You're going to be great book friends. If you put your book in a safe place, you're not going to have to pay for
I
it.
got a lot of books at home.
All right, look at this right here. Do you see that? What is that? It's a scribble. Someone came to read my book. Someone liked to scribble. Someone colored with a crayon and saddened Mr. Wiggle. Do you know who scribbles like this in library books?
Babies.
Babies. They're just not big enough to read a library book by themselves. They need to read with you, or they need to read with the grown-up in your house. But if you leave that book in a place that your baby can get it, oh, look what happened to this one.
Baby.
See all that scribble in there?
Yeah, baby did it.
A baby did it. Now, babies also will rip books.
And they bite on them.
Yeah, they might chew on them. This one even has some more scribble right here. This poor book was not left in a safe place, was it? No. So, scribbling in a library book is a no, never. Always put your book in a safe spot. Let's see what else happens. Someone came to read my book and left it on the floor, and someone walked away with it. Well, I can't find it anymore. If your book gets lost, you don't have a book to bring back to the library, do you? You're going to have to find that book, or you're going to have to pay for it. Let me tell you when that really happens a lot. Anybody here ride the school bus?
Yes.
Okay, say you're on the school bus and you get your library book out and you're reading it, and then the bus driver says, it's time to go. And you're like, oh, you got to get your backpack on and you got to get ready to go. And then you get off the bus and, oh no, left your library book on the bus. Now it's lost. Sometimes the bus driver will find it and he can get it back to you or to me. But sometimes another friend might go, oh, hey, I'll read that book. And then they take it home or they lose it and then nobody knows where it is. And everybody's sad. Anybody go to the Boys and Girls Club? Well, it happens at Boys and Girls Club too. You might get to Boys and Girls Club and you take your book out and you read it and then you put it down and you forget it and it gets lost. What about in your car?
You can just find it.
Yeah, sometimes it might slide up under the seat or something like that.
We always.
So you have to be responsible with your library book.
You can just put it in the middle.
Logan, if you lose it, what happens?
Baby.
You have to pay for it, right? Got to keep them safe. Someone read my book outside. When it began to pour, the pages became blurry and I can't read them anymore. Let me show you a book that was left out in the rain. You're not going to believe how nasty this is. This was a Cinderella book. It was so great. Do you see all the mold on it? Let me show you what happened to the inside. The spine is damaged. There's all kinds of
Not even
mold.
Prego. When did you have those?
See how the pages stuck together when it got wet? See how they're all wrinkly? And look, the pages won't come apart.
You're ripping it.
Yeah, I'd have to rip it to get the pages apart. So leaving your book outside is a
No, never.
Keep that book safe. Someone came to read my book and someone spilled a drink. And now the wet and sticky book will need repair, I think. It's really hard to repair a book that has been damaged by a drink. Let me show you. I had a friend that checked out this dinosaur book. It's a great dinosaur book.
Oh, I would like that one.
But they were drinking a soda when they were reading their library book, and look what happened.
Nothing's there.
You see all the sticky on the sides?
It burned out.
Now, let me show you what happened to the pages.
Yep, sticked. All sticky.
They're all stuck together. What's going to happen when I try and pull that apart?
Rip.
It's going to rip. So can anybody check this book out again?
No.
So should you drink a drink when you're reading your library book?
Never.
No,
We have
never.
to put it down and then go somewhere.
Exactly right. Make good choices with your library book.
We always.
I want to say I love my book, girls. I wish that you did too. But someone was too busy pasting paper with some glue. Crafts are not good to do around your library book. Scissors are really bad for library books, right? You don't want the pages cut. Glue is not good for a library book. But let me show you something. Sometimes, babies might get your book. Might happen. And a page gets ripped out, or say an accident happens. Accidents happen. If your page comes out like that, I want you to bring the pages that ripped out and the book back to me.
What book is it?
You know what I'm really good at? I'm really good at fixing damaged books. I really like doing it. I don't like it when books get damaged, but I do like to fix them. It makes me feel good that I can make that book better again.
Hey, baby, you can fix
Hey, Logan, this is a thinking time, remember? Let me show you though. Somebody tried to help me, and their book got damaged, and they had some tape at home. And do you see how they tried to tape it with the tape they have in their home? Well, I have special book tape here in the library. And so I can fix a lot of the books that get damaged. And if I can fix it, then you don't have to pay for it. Okay? So if your book gets damaged because an accident might happen, bring it to me and I'll see if I can fix it. Okay? Bring me all the parts and pieces.
But what if all the books get damaged?
It will be sad. Someone came to read my book and someone was not nice. Someone tore this page, you see? They even tore it twice. You know how books get torn up?
Baby.
A lot of times it's babies. You know this book, don't you?
Yeah.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. It's so great. But I don't think you're going to want to check this one out. It even has some scribble on it. I didn't see that before. Yep, somebody's baby definitely got a hold of this one. Now look.
What the?
They chewed up the pages.
What the what? That was a dog. Baby.
It might have been a dog. I mean, it could have been a dog.
Baby.
Babies and dogs, they are a no, never.
I have a dog.
Always put your book in a safe place.
I got 3 dogs.
Show me your listening ears. Crisscross applesauce, hands in your lap. Voice is turned off. Let's find out what else happened to this poor book. Someone came to read my book while eating marmalade. You know what marmalade is?
No.
It's like jelly. It's sticky. Then someone tried to wash it off, but what a mess that made. You think you should have food around your library book?
No.
I say no, never. I think there was some applesauce in somebody's backpack. And it got on their library book. Now, I'm going to teach you how to put your book inside a bag that I'm going to give you to keep it safer in your backpack. But this book wasn't in their book bag. And so the applesauce got all in their book. You see how nasty
Just
that
left
is?
together. Wait.
It's all moldy.
I can't read. Oh, I don't want to see that page. I don't want to see that page
It's
ever.
disgusting, isn't it?
I want to see that page ever.
So should you eat while you're reading a library book?
No.
Never.
So did they have to pay for that one?
Yeah, they did.
They have to, all of them have to pay?
Someone came to read my book. Someone was not smart. Someone writing on this page broke my little heart. I got a book to show you.
Oh,
my goodness. You know this one, right?
yeah.
The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Look at what someone did in this book.
Oh. I paid for all of them.
They wrote their name. They left the P off, but I know what that says.
What did it say?
Are you ready?
Pigeon.
It says pigeon.
He waited it.
Let's tell Pigeon that writing your name in a library book is a
No,
never.
How can Stuffy's life?
I guess he's just not big enough to take care of a book. Maybe we can learn with you, though, okay?
I like that.
Someone came to read my book, but soon ran out of time and left a pencil to mark the place, which damaged the book's spine. You know where the spine of the book is?
Yeah.
It's this part right in the middle between the front cover and the back cover. You have a spine right in the middle of your body. Bend over a little bit and touch those bones in your back.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
That's your spine. Let me show you what happens, Carson. Let me show you what happens if you use a pencil or a pen or something like that to mark your place. Now, if I push that down, what's going to happen to that spine? It's going to break it, right? And if the spine breaks, all the pages come out. So we're going to give everybody a free gift. When we get to check out a book, everybody's going to get a bookmark.
What's that?
Bookmarks are a yes, yes, always. Always use a bookmark to mark your place. Now look at that. Is that damaging the spine?
No.
It's nice and flat and keeps that book safe. So we'll give you a bookmark that you get to keep forever. It'll always be yours. Someone came to read my book, but made some holes instead. Wiggle the bookworm did it, is what that someone said. It wasn't Mr. Wiggle. You know who makes holes in books? Dogs. They have really sharp teeth, don't they? Oh, I want to show you that book, but I forgot to show you this one. We talked about the spine being damaged, and look what happened. All the pages came out. But do you see how wrinkly this is?
Yeah.
You won't believe how this book got damaged. Somebody, a friend, took it with them in the bathtub. Is the bathtub a place for a library book? No, never. Don't take your book in the bathtub. All right, dogs. Look at the corners of this book. Can you tell a dog's been chewing on it?
Yeah.
See the holes right here where the teeth were? Sit on your pockets.
That's very good.
Isn't it great? I know, we love Dr. Seuss. But look at here, what happened? Can I fix that? I can't fix that, can I? So keep your book in a safe place because you don't, if you leave it on the floor, your dog could damage it.
I have dogs.
Someone came to read my book. Turn your voices off and listen. And someone stopped right here. Instead of using a bookmark, they bent the page, I fear. Don't dog ear your page. Don't turn your page down like that. What should you use to mark your place? Everybody say bookmark. A bookmark. Someone came to read my book, but when someone was through, someone forgot to turn it in, and now it's overdue. Remember how I told you libraries work?
What's overdue?
I'm telling you, overdue means every Friday when you come to the library, what are you supposed to bring back? Oh my goodness, my nose is itching. Bring back your library book. If you don't bring it back, I can't let you have another one, right? And then you'd be sad. So if you check a book out, always on Friday, make sure you bring your book back so you can get another one and it's not overdue.
How do we know it's Friday?
Oh, your mommy and daddy will tell you it's Friday. Whoever takes care of you. When you come to read my book, will you be my friend?
Yeah.
He looks so happy here, doesn't he? Don't we want Mr. Wiggle to always be so happy?
Yeah.
Will you take good care of it?
Yes.
From the first page to the end?
Yes.
Remember, my name is Mr. Wiggle. I'm the library bookworm. I want all the books in good shape to check out when it's your turn. So take good care of books so they stay in shape. This is a listening time. It makes me smile to think of the great book friend you'll make. Are you going to make a great book friend?
Yeah. What's the last one?
Let's tell Mr. Wiggle, yes, yes, always.
Yes, yes, What's the last one?
Do you want me to show you the last book? Okay, this last book, I was going to tell you how we're going to carry a library book. So when we finally do get to check out, you'll be lining up to go back to your classroom with your teacher. So I always ask you to hug your book. We love our books and we want to hug them and keep them safe. Do you think carrying them on your head will keep them safe? No. Or holding them up in the air and slinging them around. I had a friend, just like iPads, that's right, we hold them carefully. I had a friend who was carrying a book on their head and the book fell and the pages landed like that on the floor. You want to see what happened?
Oh, man. That's Tony. That's Ben.
They got all bent up and some of
That's
them
my favorite
ripped.
book.
It's a good book, isn't it?
What is it?
But does anybody want it? It's called Blackout. The paper came off. Can anybody check that book out again? No. So do you think you're going to be good book friends?
Yes.
Are you going to take good care of your library books?
Yes.
Let's all tell Mr. Wiggle, yes, yes, always.
Yes, yes,